Donald Trump
Let me just
did.
let her finish so I can even understand what point she's trying to make.
Good
Let me let her
question.
finish
Me
the
too.
point.
For years, and now because it's they're trying to change the subject.
Is
He's
Biden a
doing
useful
this.
idiot?
Yes, am I comfortable with this conversation taking place? I am. Am I willing to give the president with a proven track record of striking peace deals some latitude? Absolutely. Did he inherit this mess from the previous administration that
Yes.
called it a, quote, minor incursion? He absolutely
you
did.
think Ukraine-
Both parties are going to have to go home and feel like they got out of this with something that looks like a victory. I don't think there's ever going to be a scenario where Putin goes back to Moscow and takes a knee and waves a white flag, and you certainly don't want that for Zelensky because the Ukrainians are the victims here. They're the ones who've been invaded. Something's going to have to happen on the edges, and if you want it to end. And I think there's new public opinion polling in Ukraine that indicates the people there are very fatigued by this war. They're certainly hoping for it to end sooner rather than later. The head of the NATO Secretary General is acknowledging publicly that, yes, there's going to have to be some concessions here to get the war to end. The president has solved like 7 conflicts this year. I'm willing to give him some latitude to talk to Vladimir Putin and break the deadlock and try to move us toward a place where the killing comes to an end, because I think that's what we should all be praying for.
He actually hasn't solved 7 conflicts. There's been a lot of talk about that.
Well, what reality do you live in? What reality do you live in? He's literally got these guys in the White House where they're signing documents and shaking hands. Acknowledge the man is solving peace.
India questioned about whether that was an actual
it happens on almost a weekly basis. Just acknowledge it. Just acknowledge it.
And I will also acknowledge that Donald Trump seems to have an affinity for Vladimir Putin. In a way. No, you're not going to get away with calling me a liar. I know that's like the line
doesn't
you
have
like to
an
throw
affinity for
out,
Vladimir
but I'm
Putin
not
now.
lying.
You're lying.
Nobody's lying about anything.
Okay.
You can ask the countries who's